Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Calmsden Farm here in Farming Simulator 22 with me, CWATTYESO. We are picking up at the right after the last episode, following on from the last episode. Basically, I've been round and I've baled all the baling. I've done all the baling. I've baled all the mowed fields. I've got purple bales everywhere. In fact, we go and have a look at the statistics. I've got 188 bales total produced from the fields that I have mowed. That's 188 silage bales, okay? 188 silage bales. At 3,500 litres per bale, that's a whopping 658,000 litres of silage that I'm going to have to sell. It's also going to be, and it's also going to mean 8 trips with the bale collector to sell those bales. Pick them up and take them to the sell point, whichever sell point I choose to sell them at. Let's go and return the baler to the store, because we don't need it anymore. Its work is done and I can do some crop stuff. It's 1:15 in the afternoon. Oh no, I've missed the field. I'm not finished yet. I've still got that field to do. Oh no, we've got even more bales then. Even better. We've got more than 188, or we're going to have more than 100. Still got more bales to do. I tell you what, we're going to be very close maybe to 750,000 litres. 750,000 litres of silage by the end of this. How did I not do that field? Oh, so I think it's because I came through here and I went straight into the secret meadow. Forgot to turn right and come through the pig area into this field. Even on my great big 4K screen, I didn't spot that field as I was driving off the sheep field. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, I might have to do a bit of a jump cut again here. Have another go. I honestly thought I had got all the bales done. The reason for doing the jump cut is that to stop the baler from getting overloaded and alarming and me having to stop constantly to unload it, I've had to set my cruise control to 7 kilometers per hour. So it's actually able to fill the pre-chamber, empty that into the main chamber, then empty the bale to the wrapper, and then wrap and drop the bale before the next one's ready. So the baler is able to keep working the whole time. So I'm going to keep cruising around this field at 7 kilometers an hour, baling the last of this grass, generating the final load of these purple bales. I'll grab a screenshot for the thumbnail. Now's a good time for everybody to go and click that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment in the comment section down below, and share this video with everyone you can and everywhere you can. I'm going to put that spiel at the start of this video, because I don't know how many people actually watch all the way through to the end of the videos and miss the call to action at the end of the videos. So I figure if I put it in now in the first 5 minutes, most people seem to watch the first 5 minutes of the video. So at least now you've been told to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave your comment, and share the video. You've been told. So do it. Do it. I'm going to put the jump cut in, and I'm going to bring you all back when this field has finished baling. has finished baling. We're not going to be collecting the bales today because obviously we need the bales to ferment. And I don't have anywhere to store them, so I'm just going to leave them on the field. So when we come back, we have another little bit of a plan in terms of what we're going to be doing on the farm. Putting things to use on the farm. I'll see you in a few minutes, everybody.
On the plus side, though...
What?
Grass is worth a lot of money at the minute.
Is it? What, hay?
Hay.
Is it?
Cut some hay, bale it, put it in the shed. Guarantee. Because no one's had a very good cut.
Well, the sheep's had most of the hay away.
Yeah.
Which you don't like, again.
No, I mean, if you'd have not had a sheep, cut that for hay, you'd made more money on the hay than you would with the sheep.
Well, I haven't made any money on the sheep.
Exactly, you've lost loads.
Yeah.
But what would you have lost if you cut it for hay?
Nothing.
Exactly. And that's my point again. Fuck the sheep.
Okay. Final bale is being wrapped. 232 bales. $232 bales. 232 bales is what we have produced today from all the grass that I have mowed. Purple bales everywhere. We're going to be seeing those for a couple of days. We're going to be seeing those in the next couple of videos. Every time I drive past fields, we're going to be seeing purple bales as I leave them to ferment. So if we do the maths quick, 232 bales at 3,500 litres per bale is a whopping 812,000 litres. 812,000 litres of silage. We're going to be rich. I can sell up. I can sell up. Sell the silage. Sell up and retire. Shut up, Siri. The quickest way to get to the road from here is to go this way. Okay. And then through the gate just down here. That's it. Perfect. Right, we'll take the baler back to the store and we'll return that. It's now 2 PM in the afternoon, so I've lost a little bit more time in terms of what I was planning to do with the rest of the day here on the farm because of that field that I forgot. I do want to try and transfer some of my crops today from the silo to our production buildings and make some products and give us a bit of stuff, because I would like some money, because I would like another tractor as soon as physically possible. As soon as we've got the finances, I want another tractor. And we also need a fertilizer sprayer or spreader or applicator of some kind so we can fertilize our crops. Then, if we've got the money after that, we can fill in with some of the other gaps and miscellaneous items like a lime spreader, mulcher, you know, those sort of things. We didn't do any mulching this year, so lost out on that. Did do the rolling though. We did do the rolling after seeding, so we are going to get the bonus for that. Didn't do any mulching after the harvesting. We haven't done any lime spreading this year. But anyway, we're going to return the fast bale. Paying a little bit of money. Down to 58 grand. Nice baler that. I do like the fast bale. And what I found out today as well, in between recording the last episode and this episode, is that Stevie is working on a modified version of the fast bale. The baler I have just used, he's going to be releasing a modified version soon that's going to have the option to do different capacity bales, which is fantastic. So instead of me having produced 232 bales with 3,500 litres, I could have produced half as many bales with twice as much silage stroke grass in them. And that's going to be very useful to have. Can't wait to get my hands on that mod. Because the one thing I'm learning from all my saves in Farm Sim 22, from all my time playing, whether it be Hout Baler on, Elm Creek, Earl and Grat, or Calmsden Farms here, or any other map that you might be playing, it's that baling, massively time consuming. Certainly the collecting of bales and transporting them is time consuming. So obviously the higher capacity, the more capacity you can get in your bales, the fewer bales you then produce, the fewer you need to pick up and transport, the better. So I'm looking forward to having fewer bales to pick up and transport in the future. So yeah, as soon as that mod comes out, I will be downloading and installing that on all my saves. Alright. I'm going to park my tractor in here quick, and I'm going to grab the telehandler quick for a brief moment. So yeah, we'll park this guy back here. Ching! Done. Grab the telehandler. And the reason I'm grabbing the telehandler is because we've got all that honey sat near the farm shop that needs to be loaded into the farm shop. Because, you know, we're not going to make money with it sitting next to the chicken pen. It needs to be sold. We want to be selling our bee juice. We do. We want to be selling our bee juice. Then I'll take the tractor back to the farm, hook up to the trailer, and then we will do some crop moving. Start moving stuff out the silo. I'm doing a few things with that. Apparently I can drive all the way down here because there is another gate down here. I knew there was. I thought there was. So we can get right into the farm shop from down here as well. And that's probably where we'll be coming with the tractors and trailers in future when we need to unload stuff. Now this could be quite a challenge because obviously it's quite hilly down here. Move 24 pallets of honey. Can I move the forks? Can I adjust the... yep. That's so nice in FS22, the fact we can now move the fork... The pallet forks are fixed width. They are adjustable now. I know in FS19 we had mods that brought us adjustable pallet forks, but I couldn't believe in the base game we didn't have adjustable fork. That was quite weird. Euro pallets, pick them up from side. Typically, you would use, you know, if you had like a pallet truck and you were moving the pallets around in like a warehouse or whatever manually, and you had like a pallet truck, you would enter the pallet the way I've done. However, with a forklift, you should really probably come in from the side here. A little bit. I should be able to pick up 4 pallets at a time this way. Because the forks are quite long. There we go. Angle that down. Of course, this land isn't flat. Makes it a little bit more awkward. Should have probably flattened a lot more of the area before I placed me bunny pallet collection point. We'll drive straight up the slope this time instead of turning on the slope. Because the last thing we want to do is tip the telehandler over and have an accident. Don't want to have to go and find the accident book, kids. Do not want to find the accident book. Stuck on something. them together. In there, load them up. The next two together as well. And this obviously just proves that I can do pallet handling. And manual handling. Don't need an auto-load trailer. I just think for the whole time-saving aspect, for better content, when you're doing content creation, people don't want to see you mucking about with pallets for an hour. So that's why I tend to use auto-load. Auto-load trailers become very useful for speeding up the process of things.
Document yourselves. I am just applying waspies to my own arse crack because the crew won't do it. I just don't believe this. Where's the bees then? With my third buttock now numbed, I started to sort out my bee juice. Look at this, look at that. A slab of beeswax, which could be used as furniture polish, floor polish. Percussionists use it to make tambourines make a better sound. It's used in accordions. Madame Tussauds, they made all their waxwork models out of beeswax. The wax, in the olden days, used to sell for 14 times more money than the honey did. My next task was to extract the honey using something called a spinner. Look at this. The important thing here is to be gentle, so you get the honey without damaging the honey combs. This is all honey down here. All honey. Oh God, look what's happened here. But, despite the damage... Look, 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 look. My first jar of bee juice.
They help cut down on the boring, time-consuming aspects of the game. Of a Let's Play. People don't want to see you transporting products all the time. You know, it's like in FS19. Once we had the ability with Courseplay to sell props, that was fantastic. And obviously in FS22, having auto drive, do automatic prop selling, so you're not having to spend entire episodes of a Let's Play doing selling, just driving backwards and forwards between a loading point and a sell point. But I figured, you know, as soon as we've been doing the grass baling and grass mowing, we'll do it a little bit different. You know, we'll do a little bit, you know, we'll have a break from the fields. You know, I'm regretting the fact I didn't really level this area out before I placed my honey spawn point. I didn't want to put the honey spawn point up here because people would have said, oh, you're just going to push it into the sell point all the time, like I kind of do on How Baler on. I have the sell point right next to the sell trigger, the spawn point, so I don't actually physically move and transport the pallets. I just push them a couple of feet to sell them. And a bit like my chickens, I have the sell point for the chicken, the eggs, directly over the pallet spawn point. So as soon as the chickens make any eggs, they're instantly sold, so I'm not having to pick up and move them. I'm also very conscious of the fact that at some point in this time, we're probably going to have to drive trailers of stuff to unload at the farm shop. So I didn't really want to get in a position where I had a tractor or a truck, whatever I'm using, having to drive round pallets of honey when I'm trying to get into the unloading area. I didn't want to deal with 24 honey pallets in the way, blocking my access. Now, unfortunately, there was no real easy way. After selling the horse pen, there was no easy way of levelling all this terrain out. I would have had to have sunk all this ground up here, where the bakery is, where the shop is. I would have had to sunk that all down to the same height as the chicken pen, in which case we would have ended up with a massive cliff with the fence on top. Same back here, we would have ended up with a massive cliff with a little brick wall on top. That didn't really work that well for me. That wasn't possible. So I did kind of have to do a bit of an aggressive slope. But I have tried to smooth it out as best as I can. It's a little bit more gentle for accessing with tractors and trucks. When we come to unload anything, manage it. Drive up, tip, and drive back out again. That's the honey sold. We've made a little bit of profit there. In actual fact, I've got more money now than I started the day with. So that's good. And that's despite the leasing fees for the mowers and the baler and the wrapper. So yeah, not bad. What we'll do is drive into the gate, head back to the cow barn, park the telehandler, grab the tractor, and go and do the next job. I'm going to need to get some fuel for the tractor. Having done all that mowing and baling, the tractor's... I'm hoping, fingers crossed, there are no bales that are rolled off the field. Into the stream, the river, the brook, the beck, whatever you want to call it. Hoping all the purple bales are still on the field. Right. The class is going to be low on fuel. Gonna go this way. I mean, we could do a couple of runs. I've got enough fuel at the moment. I could do a couple of runs. But I might as well refill it when we get back to the yard. I know people are going to say you didn't mow the cow field there, but I think with over 850,000 litres of silage currently being fermented in bales, didn't really need to mow the cow farm. I think we're going to make enough money selling those bales that the cow field can remain intact for now. I don't know how many days it's going to take for those to ferment. Let's have a quick look. Honey contract. Don't think I had 134,000 litres of honey though. Silage. That'll be long gone before the bales are fermented, so I can't do that. Silage. Pricing. Biogas plant. 354. And it's going up. November, December, they'll probably be ready. Those prices should be a lot better. If we can sell it at the biogas, we own the biogas from the outset on this map. We'd get some digestate as well. We could use that as a fertiliser, as a free fertiliser, as a pre-spreadable. Refuel. Right, let's look at the silo. We got a lot of barley. Got a fair bit of canola. Canola's worth 1,000. And price is going up until December. How much is canola oil worth? Almost 3 times as much. 3 times the price. And it's going up. How much is flour worth? And it's going up. It can only go to the Lamb Bakery, which is, I think, my bakery. That's my placeable. That's my sell point. That's weird. Wait, can I sell flour to myself? That seems a bit of a fiddle. Bit of a dodgy tax write-off dodge type deal there. Bit of laundering. We'll take some canola. We'll take some canola to start with. And we're going to take this up to the oil mill. Or oil factory. Deposit this. Start producing some canola oil. If I do 2 trailer runs, 2 trailer loads of canola, that'll be 24,200 litres. And I think it uses 2 litres of canola for 1 litre of oil. I think that's the ratio. And we want to get the barley moved up to the grain mill. And we probably do a few more runs of that because we've got a lot more barley. Make some flour and then turn the flour into bread. Let's have a quick check. What is bread worth? A ton. An absolute ton. 3 times as much as the flour. Probably 6 times as much as the barley. So yeah, we can definitely get the barley to work a lot harder for us. Past the sawmill. Drive down here. Hit the wall again. There's also a collectible tractor there. But I'm not collecting collectibles on this map. So it will sit there forever. Sugar mill. Okay, here's the oil factory. Dairy over here. Oh yeah, I placed a few of the missing placeables when I set up the map. Because there was a lot missing. To be able to sell everything and produce everything, we needed to place a couple of placeables. Some things weren't catered for in the map. Nice little practical little area here. Some more sell points and productions. Right. Back to the farm, back to the silo. Let's go get the next load. There's another one of my beehives that I was talking about in the last video. Like I say, I've got a couple of those placed at strategic places. Field 2 still doesn't have anything seeded on it. We're going to do sorghum next year. That's the plan. Got to wait until, is it April before we can plant that? I'm almost tempted. I'm almost thinking to myself, then, if I've got to wait till next year to plant the sorghum, would I not be better for this winter put in oilseed radish on that field? Because that would give us free fertiliser. it would give us a free fertiliser stake. And also having the crop there, we would prevent any soil erosion over the winter. You know, like real farmers would do. Something to consider, something to think about. Another rainy day project, maybe? Using that term, rainy day project. So oilseed radish could be planted right up until the end of December. So the sorghum can't be planted till April. So yeah, we will have plenty of time to put oilseed radish down on that field and then be able to cultivate it in before we plant the sorghum. So yes, that sounds like a good plan. Free fertiliser. For what little bit of seed it takes to put oilseed radish on a field, it's worth doing. The only trouble is my seeder takes fertiliser. I wouldn't want to be applying fertiliser with the seeder if I was putting oilseed radish in the ground. I would have to unload the seeder and refill it just using seed. Seed only. There's time for these things. There's plenty of time. Don't have to do it today. Today, done a major job getting the grass cut and getting it baled. Getting a very good grass cut. We'll make a lot more money from the grass cutting, I think, than anything else. Another collectible there. All the little collectibles, they're just going to sit on this map forever. I'm not having free money in this series. Every single penny in my bank account is going to be earned legitimately from grass. From proper farming. Proper farming. Go, unloaded. Let's go to the production then. Find the canola oil. So yeah, it is 2 canola. We get 1 canola oil. So we're going to end up with 12,100 litres of canola oil. We'll turn that on. Start producing. What I will have to go around and do is set up some auto drive selling, automatic tipping. The only thing is, I'm going to have to be very cautious how I do this. Because obviously we don't want to be driving through the tip points because the pallet spawn points are right next to them. And that would be a bit daft. I'm just going to set up a little 2-way route to start with. That we can then sort of branch off of. Cover all these little areas. And connect back to the main road down here. Blue line is a two-way course, so the tractor can drive in any direction on that blue line. Link these up a little bit. Reconnect these to the pre-existing a little bit closer so I can see these dots. Mouse control back. Oh, that's awful. That's gone dodgy. Why has that done that? Delete those dots. Don't like those. Back up. Right, make that two-way. Perfect. Go from there. There. And then make that two-way as well. Auto drive can now pick his way in and out, however he wants to do it. How are we going to tackle now? Loading. Sell point. We're going to have pallet. We are going to have pallets generating. And I don't want to be driving into and knocking the pallets everywhere. Plus, auto drive will probably see the pallets as obstacles and stop. He'll be like blocked. So pallets are going to appear at a lot of these. And it's going to make it like this one here at the oil mill, for example. That is going to be really tricky. With the pallets spawning where they spawn. I might have to do reverse trip routes on these. I mean, the dairy and sugar mill aren't so bad because their unloading point is on the opposite side to where the pallets spawn. That didn't go well. That trailer went off at an angle. So what I'm going to do very quickly, I'm going to move so I can see the actual dots above the tractor. It's much easier, I find, to edit and alter courses with the dots markers above the tractor, above the vehicles, and then they're a lot easier to delete and move around. That's better. Right, now I need to try and reverse in a proper straight line this time. Start from there this time, basically. Reversing. There we go. Like that. How many? Hit. Drive out. Drive off again, back onto the two-way course. And then head back towards the farm to load up the next load of stuff. Yeah, we can just link that up. Joins up to that one. Now this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, because now I need to do a route linking up to the reversing point curve, and that's not going to work. I might have to record this. There's probably better ways to do this. And there's probably people who are auto drive experts compared to me who will go, yeah, you're doing this all wrong, mate. You're doing this all wrong. What you should have done here was you should have recorded this bit first. Right, you should have recorded this bit to start with, and then when you got over here, then you should have done your reversey bit. Okay, that would have been much better. Because now you're just making a mess. Now you're just making a complete mess. And you've not turned off recording. You're still recording, which means you're going to be placing loads of extra dots. Oh, look at this. Look. Past CWATTY. CWATTY in the past didn't realise he was creating extra dots at this point. He was too busy doing other things and talking that he failed to realise his massive error. So good job, present CWATTY, who is now doing the commentary for this video in post, is able to spot that mistake. It's still recording, he's just realised. Because I'm listening to the garbled audio in my headphones, so I'm kind of getting a gist. I'm getting the kind of basic overview of what I was saying when I recorded this video. However, because the audio is all garbled, I'm going to delete that audio, and I'm recording fresh new audio now in the editing process. So I'm actually listening to myself, or what the Stephen Hawking equivalent of myself in my headphones, and he's not very happy at the moment because he's made an absolute mess of this. Now he's having to delete all the dots. Past CWATTY's going to have another crack at this, I think. He's going to end up deleting a lot of this and having another go at it. Oh. And I actually learned to do it a much better way. Lines everywhere at the minute. We probably need, yeah, we probably will need to record that again. Past CWATTY. Let's delete all the dots and let's try it again, shall we? Yes. Again, past CWATTY's just said, I probably was making that way more complicated than it needed to be. Yes, you were. Past CWATTY. We're gonna do it right this time perfectly. What we're gonna do this time, you see, if we're driving down here, I'm gonna put a marker here. We'll put a marker there. And then turn here. And we can actually reverse in at an angle, actually. Which is probably going to be better. We just need another dot. There we go. Right, now reverse. I do hate, though, not being able to rotate the camera and having to keep pressing buttons to get me camera controls back. Because auto drive locks you in. Right, stop there. Okay. The thing is, I'm not too sure where I need to put my little marker point. Where do I put my little marker? We can hit stop recording. Join that onto there. That's perfect. Join that dot there to there, so that's now hooked up with the two-way core. Again, I can't move the camera. Ah! Frustrating. Might move a few of these dots. Especially the reversing bit. Move them. Because there's a bit more of the sell point there that we could have reversed into. Huh? We kind of went on a bit of a wonky reversing route, and yeah, that's going to be better. A bit more of the box to aim for now. But I need to figure out where we put the marker. I will need to check. What I ought to do is go and check the silo at the farm to see where the unloading marker has been placed at the silo. Where is it placed? Is it the very last stop on the chain? Or none of these are going to help me because these are all drive-through. Go and check. Because then we can place that when we go back. We can put that when we go back there. Whoa! Bloody controller! Again. I need to get a new controller. I need to get a new game controller. Next time I get my Twitch payment, Twitch, from all my Twitch subs and bits and stuff, and ad revenue, I'm going to get a new controller because this one, the left analog stick, gone. There it is. Okay, it looks like it's the very last stop in the chain. Right back against the wall. So yeah, I want to place my unloading markers then on the last stops. Set that up. We can do that. I can do that when we go back there. And certainly on all the other. I need to set up a similar course for every one of those sell points so I'm not disturbing the pallet. Take some more canola. Because like I say, the last thing I'd want is auto drive to go steaming into an unloading point and smash all the pallets everywhere. Because then they are a nightmare to pick up, and I would then need an auto load trailer to retrieve them all. Yeah, if I put the markers back on now and I actually set, we want to set the unloading point there. That's where we want the unloading marker to be. Why does horseplay keep opening up? Add target. Oil factory. That can be the name of that. Oh. That gone into the correct place? No. Wants to go into... We don't have a folder for production. We need to make a new folder. Thought that has been... Factory. And we can drag that oil factory into the factories folder. Perfect. Right. I'm going to set up another one of those. Off camera. For the grain mill. And for selling the barley. Or getting the barley transported. Well. So folks. Thank you for watching today's episode. Like I said at the start. Please make sure you've left a like on the video. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Please ensure you've left a comment. Could be anything you like. Simple hello can do. Make sure you've shared the video with everyone you know, everywhere you can. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode, here on the farm. I've been CWATTY. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Goodbye for now.